Good morning, everyone. I want to give you an update on my backyard. Here are the trellis that I bought at Lowe's with the bougainvilleas, which they are absolutely gorgeous. They are blooming and doing very well. These are my lantanas, and I want to show you I transplanted this moringa, and it seems to be doing good. We'll see how it does. I moved it over from this other area, which I'll show you shortly. Here's another bougainvillea, and what I did is I put these all in my backyard. I have 4 of them. Here's my mulberry. This guy's doing absolutely wonderful too. I try to deep water this tree twice a week because they do love their water. I just trimmed this honeysuckle. I'm trying to shape this honeysuckle into more like a tree instead of a shrub. Here in Arizona, you see the honeysuckles more as shrubs, but I'm trying to trim it to grow more like a tree. I've got these little shrubs in here. I trimmed these yesterday. It almost reminds me of like a bonsai, the way I shaped it. This is a sweet mint here, and it is doing so beautiful. It does get some shade throughout the day, and I think that is why it's doing so well. What I have experienced, they really are not full sun plants, or herbs. Here I have a few little things that I put together. I've got a little honeysuckle that I bought on clearance, and this little guy was so small, and look at how it's grown. I don't remember the name of this shrub here. And then I have, this is some type of fruit tree, and I'll put the name on the description or on when I'm doing the video. Everything's, I just planted this one here. This was my last not honeysuckle, I'm sorry, my last bougainvillea. Hopefully it'll catch up to the other ones. These are all lantanas. These are white lantanas, and they're all blooming. This one's got some really small little guys here, if you can see them. I've got another lantana here. Everything looks so healthy and so beautiful right now. Just planted another sweet mint here because I want these to spread. I've heard these spread like fire, so I want to use them more of a ground coverage because I don't want too much rock. As you can see, I have a lot of rock, and I really want to get rid of that. Another one, another lantana there, and look at this. We went to California last month, and I saw so many of these. There's like some kind of succulent, and they are absolutely gorgeous, and they seem to be doing really well here in this planter. And my flowers and my hanging baskets here in the trees, those are doing well too. I do have these guys on drippers. As you can see, they are on drippers. I don't have much time to be watering them daily, so I put them on drippers. This is that money tree back here. And this, which I absolutely loved, it was so beautiful, another succulent. I'm not sure if it's the birds or what attacked it, but I hope you can see. I know that sounds a little bit bright, but see the damage that it did. So I had to put this wire on it. It doesn't look very good, but just to protect it. And this is what I just planted last weekend. These are all ficus trees. I planted 4 of them. I want them to give me some privacy against the wall. Let me move back so you all can see what I'm talking about. So once these guys grow, they'll give me privacy here with the neighbors. They're not, from my experience, they're not very fast growing trees, so it'll be a while, but I do love the ficus trees. Oh, and by the way, I only paid $20 for these. They were about 4 feet tall at a local nursery here. Now this one I've had for over 10 years, so this guy's pretty big, this ficus. The grass is doing really well. Very nice and green. So here's an update to my backyard, guys, in spring. I want to show you a little bit of my spring decor. This is my front entrance. This is a small ficus tree again that I just have in this planter, and it seems to be doing good. And my cushions that I bought on Amazon. And these are actually not, I shouldn't say cushions, they're covers. They're those slip covers. I had some existing pillows like the ones back here, and then I just put this cover in there. As you can see, there's the zipper, which I find to be more affordable than buying new pillows. This is a honeysuckle that I put in this small little pot, and it is just thriving. It's just so beautiful. And here again we have these succulents that, like I said, I saw in California, and I bought them at the local Lowe's, and they're really pretty and they don't require too much water, which is something that I really like. Here's my boxwood. This is my only boxwood that has ever survived. That's why I never move it from this area. I have trouble here in Arizona getting these boxwoods to grow. They definitely don't like the heat and they don't like the sun, and I think this guy likes this spot right here. This is one of those beverage containers, like to put your drinks with ice, and I just drilled some holes on the bottom and planted these flowers, and they're doing really well along with Mr. Bunny there. I was getting ready to throw that container, and I decided to use it as a planter, and it worked out pretty well. Again, here I've been having trouble growing things here in this planter, which is right by my garage, so I planted some succulents, and we'll see how they do. Right now they're doing well. I went ahead and I planted some flowers on the gate doors that I have. So I don't know if you all have seen the video, but I put these planters on here, and they seem to be doing good. I'm not sure about this guy here, but the petunias are doing really well. I like that planter. It gives the door a nice look. So I want to show you what I did up front here. This again, look at how healthy this mint is. It's absolutely beautiful. And in the area that I have it here, again, it does get some shade. Got some little flowers here in the little pots, terracotta pots. And these little pine trees here that you see here are from Christmas, and they're still thriving and doing really well. There's some more flowers there. And this is just a planter that I have because I didn't really want to plant in the ground. It's so much easier to just pull the containers out and then just switch them as the season, or just if I feel like having something different there. I put this hook here, and then I just dropped this plant in this little wire basket that I had, and then I bought these little guys at TJ Maxx. Aren't they cute? The mama kissing the baby bunny. And I got this little frog here. Morning, Mr. Frog. And oh, I do want to show you that I planted another ficus here. It's like a pillar. Oh, the sun's bright. Planted this ficus for privacy, and I actually want to plant more across here for just give us some privacy. Because I've got another ficus here. And everything else is doing really well. I'm deep watering right now. That's why you see my water hose. I'm deep watering these trees. I like to deep water once a week right now in the spring. So I want to show you guys how I deep water my trees. The water is running very, very slow, and I leave it on each tree for about 3 to 4 hours. This is done once a week right now in this spring. In the summer, of course, everything changes, but the trees really like this type of watering, and I hear that it's good for the trees. So see how green and beautiful they're doing, considering we live here in the desert. Oh, and I also want to show you, I planted this like a month ago, this cypress, and it's doing really well because I have a cypress down in that end, and I thought it would look good if I had a cypress on each end. So I want to thank you guys for watching my video, and I will see you all on the next video.